Hello, welcome to Yellow Door Urban Homestead. I am Asia and I'm an urban gardener growing in a small space in my backyard. Tonight we have raspberries that are ready to be picked. And honestly, I don't like raspberries from the store, but the raspberries that are growing on this bush are absolutely delicious. A lot of what I decided to grow for my daughter, but I am learning to eat all different types of things from having a garden, because I always feel like, okay, I'm probably not gonna like it, but I'm gonna try it, and then I end up liking it. And that is the case with the raspberries. So that's the little raspberry harvest tonight. I also have a few more things that I can harvest. By the way, I want to show you all something. So we all know I am not the person who loves to grow seedlings in the house, and after a while I get like completely tired of growing seedlings in the house. So this year I am trying to start my seedlings outside in the greenhouse, and so I'm going to show you what I did really quick. I had some tulle. I normally use this over the garden beds once I plant my fall vegetables when it's still hot and when the white butterfly is out. I have my Brussels sprouts out here, and so they've been out here for probably a week now. So they're out in the greenhouse. This is, I believe, cabbage that we started together. This is lettuce. There's a little bit of onions showing up. There you go. And then everything else is out here. We have the calendula. This is leftover dinosaur kale. This is another squash. And these are cucumbers that I have no idea why I planted them. I decided I'll use that tool to shade some of the sun, but they can still stay outside, and it seems to be working pretty well. I have a few other things that I need to go ahead and harvest. So it's really just some cucumbers, a few small cucumbers, but the smaller they are, the better they are for pickles, and I plan to make some more pickles, and I actually plan to try to water bath can them. I'm probably gonna harvest the trombicino squash. And if I'm honest, I'm literally just harvesting things as soon as they are like able to come off, because I think I have a little PTSD from the mice. There's a small cucumber down here. Got that, pretty small, but very good for pickling. Small one up here too. Nice, little bit of weird growing shape, but I'm pretty sure it'll be okay. There's another one right here. It's kind of small. The bigger pickles, I would imagine, have larger water content once they get bigger. So I have my 3 little pickles. Let's see what else is ready to harvest. So you can see the 2 trombicino squash. They're not huge, but I did like the way that they taste at this age, or this stage, I guess is what you would call it. They taste like squash, like a regular yellow squash, or maybe even a little bit of a zucchini taste. So I have been freezing these. I have not tasted them unfrozen. I'm probably gonna try that sometime this week just to see if like I should stop freezing them. But I'm gonna go ahead and harvest these and move on to the next harvest. Looks like a swan. Pretty cool. There are a few cherry tomatoes over here. My cherry tomatoes aren't looking that good, but we have a few. I'm gonna go ahead and harvest those as well. These are mostly sugar, sun peach, and sun gold that are still producing for me. And so I'll take that. It's better than having none. Sun peach tomatoes, delicious. If you've never tried those, not as sweet as the sun gold, but they are still delicious. So that's my small harvest for today. So I came home today and something is eating my potatoes, and they also seem to be dying. And so for this bag, and probably the other 3 that's over in front of the chicken coop, I'm gonna go ahead and harvest them. I don't know, I'm having a rough potato year this year, but I have more potatoes that have already chitted, and so once I clear this bag out, I'm just gonna put the dirt back in here, put a little bit of granulated fertilizer, organic granulated fertilizer in this bag. I'm gonna go ahead and replant my potatoes. What a mess. This is getting sad because I want them so bad. I'm sure that's why this is happening. Look at this poor little plant. I just feel like it makes more sense to pull this stuff out of here and go ahead and replant, because sooner or later the pests will die down and the weather will cool and I will have new potatoes growing. Another tiny harvest. But I do see a potato that's worth the eating. There's a nice one. So it's a little bit better of a harvest. What is finally doing well are my peppers. They are finally starting to change colors. These are Jimmy Nardellos. So I'm gonna go ahead and harvest those. Both plants, this plant and that plant, is a Jimmy Nardello, and I have been waiting for them to ripen on the vine. I tasted one before it ripened on the vine and it was delicious, so I can only imagine what this is gonna taste like already vine ripened. Right here we have banana peppers, so I'm gonna go ahead and harvest those too. Give the plant some time to give us some more. They're decent size. Now I'm gonna go ahead and also harvest the Shishito peppers. There's a lot on these. I have 3 plants. Probably did not need 3 Shishito pepper plants. If you want a prolific pepper, go with the Shishito. I think the next wave, I'm gonna let them get red, because I had one that turned red and it was delicious. I like them green too, but that red one was pretty tasty. I'm pretty much just gonna go ahead and clear this plant off. I top dressed all of my bags earlier in July with the granulated fertilizer, so it can feed them, hopefully, for the rest of the season. I do use liquid fertilizer throughout the month as well, maybe once or twice at this point. The paprika peppers are also starting to turn colors. You see that? It is almost orange. I'm going to probably wait for it to turn yellow. There's one more over here on one of these plants that's also turning, and I am super excited. We have a few cayenne peppers that's ready to go, so I'm gonna grab those too. A few cayennes. And there's another cayenne pepper plant on the other side, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that. Cayenne peppers. There's a lot of green peppers that are still on these cayenne pepper plants, and so I'm pretty excited about that. I am thinking of making hot sauce using that cayenne peppers and some sweet peppers. Right here we have some jalapenos. I'm gonna go ahead and grab those. Way bigger than last year. Very happy about that. I had a bunch of tiny jalapenos last year. This year, they are growing. I want to make jalapeno poppers with these. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the few cherry tomatoes that are ready to be harvested. So we also have some Hungarian yellow wax peppers that are ready to go. Gonna go ahead and grab those too. Pretty nice size. These were very small last year too. So I think making my own soil was definitely a good idea. That's tonight's harvest. Okay, so we need to harvest some of the herbs, like the lemon balm. It is all over the place. So we're gonna go ahead and harvest that, and then I'm gonna dry it and I'm gonna use it for tea. But I need a basket first. Lemon balm is really good in tea. It has a very calming smell to it. if that makes any sense. I absolutely love it. So I think in my garden tour, I told you that I need to harvest this and that I was gonna harvest this. I never harvested it. So all of that is lemon balm. And this is why they say, do not plant it in your garden unless you are ready for it to take over. Probably should have brought some snips or some scissors. Be right back. I'm literally just gonna give it like a haircut, but not super low. Leave some nodes for it to grow back. It's very prolific and I totally wish you guys could smell it. It smells so good. You guys just see that grasshopper jump off of me? I didn't even know he was on me. And I guarantee you in a week or two, it'll all be back. The lemon balm harvest. I came outside this morning and the white butterfly had eaten all of the dinosaur kale that I showed you in an earlier snippet. Let me show you. That's the dinosaur kale that I showed you, I think from Thursday. Are you serious? To avoid this issue for my fall vegetables that I actually do want and absolutely need, I went ahead and put some tulle up. This is more tulle because I have 3 beds, so I have 3 things of tulle. So I just attached this to the greenhouse with some clamps that I normally use to attach it to the beds. So yeah, we don't want that to happen again. We do have some fall vegetables starting to germinate and I'm excited about that. And the last harvest of this week is my eggs. I'm getting about 2 or 3 a day and I have 3 chickens in my backyard. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also visit me over on Instagram at Miss MS Asia Spradley, where I post about the things going on in the garden every day. Bye.